Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. It's 8:02. When this thing said 8 o'clock, that's when I decided I was gonna go downstairs. See, I was already running. I'm telling y'all how I used to be when I worked in corporate. I ain't feel like coming in this shit today. And at 8 o'clock, I was standing right here, getting ready to press the button to go live. And I said, I need a cocktail. I'm just gonna go downstairs and fix me a cocktail. And them hoes just gonna have to get into it, okay? Because I really am on some Lauryn Hill shit today. Like, y'all ought to be glad I even came. And despite the fact that I couldn't pay my bills if it wasn't for y'all, I still don't give a damn. And I'm still being disrespectful today because I didn't feel like coming in this damn shit today. Good morning. And then got the nerve to be walking in with a cocktail. I'm going to tell y'all something. You know what it is? Uh, I think it's the early onset of onset seasonal depression. It has been gloomy in Atlanta for the last couple of days, and today has been super gloomy. So much so, it made me go in there and pull out one of these Bill Cosby sweaters because I just want to hear chestnuts roasting in an open fire. And the funny thing about it is, I don't know. I really would be curious to know that if it's because I am from Miami, my inner clock only deals with like the sun and sunshine and good weather. It never fails. And this started happening when I went away to college, when I went to Florida State University, where I got my degree in economics. Anywhere where there's 4 seasons around fall and especially wintertime, I just get very down. I get very, and it's not like nothing's wrong with me. My energy, I just be like, I just be wanting to lay down and be tipsy. And speaking of tipsy, did y'all see my live from over the weekend? Baby, we had a good time. We had a good time on the live. For those of y'all who tuned in, I had a real good time down to the live. I had took me a real good big piece of edible. And I turned the music on and I said, you know what, Q, go ahead and be vulnerable and just let the people see what you be doing when you say you be at home, minding your business like you always do. Baby, I was in that bed getting life everlasting. I was listening to the Isley Brothers station on Pandora. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. And if any of y'all know how to do it, feel free to email me or let me know. But I want to set up something where like I can go live and y'all can pull it on y'all TVs or radio stations and everybody be listening to the same song at the same time. I'm gonna have Miss Shelby reach out to Pandora and see maybe if it's like a special station we could put it on or a code y'all could type in or something and everybody be listening to the same thing at the same time. And we just get high off of Mika's treats, get cocktails, and have a party. I think that would be really, 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 really cool. And it's gotta be a way we can all tune into something and all be listening to it at the same time. Or if that ain't possible, I can have one of my DJ friends, either DJ A1 or either DJ Tony Neal, go live on one of their pages just for the Funky Bunch. And we just get high and cocktail together. It'll be a thing where it'll be like, all right, y'all, we gonna do this Saturday night at 10, which means at 8 o'clock, everybody take their edible. That way at 10 o'clock, when the music start rolling, baby, we've been on took our bath, have our snacks in the bed with us and just lay down and eat. I think that that would be an amazing time and we would have a good time. Somebody said, yes, it's called a listening party. I'm going to look into that. We're going to have it all going on. But speaking of Mika's treats, y'all, I went down to my front door the other day, y'all, and Mika had another box at the door, honey, and she had these big old, just look how big these cookies be. These cookies be so big, and I promise you, you only need about this much in order for it to make you feel what you needed to feel. Oh, the cookies be so doggone good, and y'all need to be sure to go to Mika's Treats LLC.com and use promo code Funky2020 to get all of your cannabis infused dessert and snack teas. I didn't take none tonight because I'm already feeling a type of way, and I got to get through this damn job that I don't want to damn be at today. Last but not least, me and Legra talked over the weekend. Funky Bunch, y'all is not playing. We have 257 people signed up for the cruise already. Now, mind you, last year we had a combined total of 280. We got 257 people signed up for the cruise already. Bitch, when I tell y'all we are about to have a funky good time. So if you have not, listen, y'all already see what the people doing. I'm finna start running back some cruise videos. As a matter of fact, there was a couple of woman and woman couple on the cruise. I forgot their name at the moment. They posted a beautiful recap of the cruise on YouTube. I'ma find it and blast it all out to y'all so y'all can see what was all going on. I also instructed Oliver to make some more promo materials so y'all can see what's going on. Can y'all please go ahead and get y'all cruise tickets? We're gonna have an amazing time. And last but not least, Allegra also told me that there is a mismatch between the amount of people who purchased the cruise and the amount of people who've purchased the Funky Dineva experience. And I know some of y'all are probably just waiting. Y'all going to purchase it later. But please remember, you must purchase the cruise. You must go back on the website and purchase the Funky Dineva experience. If you do not purchase the Funky Dineva experience, you literally will just be another person on the Virgin Cruise, and you won't have access to all the exclusive parties, the beach parties, and the behind the scenes zones that we're able to get in. With that being said, how y'all doing tonight? A lot of people saying they saw their vlog, and it was a good time. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had a very hard time putting the show together today because everything was Cardi B and Nicki, everything was Diddy, and everything was black people dying. Black boy dying, suicide here, mama killing kids there, and I just was not in the mood for any of that. So I scoured the internet for some of the lighter stories, and we gonna have a good time because the bitch is already down and out. I ain't got time to be in the doggone depression home. But anyway, Diddy, guys. So Diddy got 50 months. If you want to do drugs and play in between people's legs and in their butt, you too. The same way you can finance tea from Dr. Heavenly for 50 months. You could go to jail too and be roommates with Diddy for 50 months. All you got to do is fill people up with dope and fill them up in between their legs and in their butt. Now, alongside his prison times, Diddy was ordered to pay a significant financial penalty. The court imposed a $500,000 fine, noting that it will help defray the cost of imprisonment. He was also hit with a $5,000 statutory fine and a $200 special assessment while there is no restitution to victims. The judge confirmed that there will be a forfeiture of assets as reflected in the order. So here's the thing. Diddy's going to be able to pay that right on time. He ain't going to have no money paying it. He got 50 months. Drop down in the comments a simple yes or no. Do you think the sentence was fair? Yes. If you think it was unfair, press no. I'll say this. He had to get something. He had to get something. And you know what? If you gonna get something, why not get 50 months? 50 months for playing all between them people's legs and in their butt, transporting them for what? Prostitution. Now that brings me up to my next point. When we go down here to the Dominican Republic at the end of the month, don't y'all bring no drugs and no baby oil down here. We not doing this type of prostitution. We is doing consensual, respectful, infidelity-filled prostitution. We doing the old school prostitution. We not doing this new kind with these new kids. I don't know about Twitch and Snapchat and what type of prostitution we doing old school Craigslist, Old school, Nate, I'm in a band. Old school, bitch, I take your man. That's the type of prostitution we doing. We not, no drugs, no coercion, no taking people purse, no beating people up, no stealing people watches after they have sex, no drugging the victims. We doing regular prostitution. We hunching fat men's. We hunching men that's unhappy with their wife. We hunching men that's going through midlife crisis. We hunching nerds that can't get none unless they buy prostitution. Real regular kind. We doing regular prostitution. Not that kind. We ain't transporting nobody. We ain't leaving with nobody. We not going out real regular, like just regular, this how regular prostitution go. The man be sitting at the bar. This an empty seat. I'm gonna show y'all how regular prostitution go. You cross your legs like Bernadine fish. Hey, you around here? You from around here? No, I'm not either. I'm just visiting, looking to have a good time. Oh yeah. Oh, I love a drink. Thank you. Bacardi Limon and Coke. That's what I've been drinking all night. Thank you. So, um, you like the resort? How many days have you been here? You and your wife. Oh, that's good. So, where's she now? Oh, she got drunk on the booze cruise earlier. She passed out, huh? Oh, your wife's not much fun, is she? I mean, who allows their husband to bring them to this nice resort and they just leave a big, handsome, successful man like you that wants to have fun? You like to have fun, huh? What kind of fun? I like to have fun too. Is you got $40? $40, we can go back to my room. See, that's the type of prostitution we doing. That's the time. That's the type we doing. You know, real get in their mind. See, we talked to the man. We gave him the price. He came back. We ain't have to drug nobody. We ain't have to go around nobody's house. It ain't none of that. Got my money up front. Got my $40, bitch. That's the type of prostitution we doing. Anyway, y'all, somebody said entry level. Yes, real entry level. Real entry level. That's prostitution 101. Then she gonna teach us some advanced tricks on how to get them down to the gas station. The prostitution 102 and then 101, just real classy base. Like you can't look like what you about to do. Speaking of prostitution, Gislain Maxwell, the Supreme Court rejects to hear her appeal, and this was her last opportunity to appeal. Galore D said make it 500. Hold on, let me go back real quick. Y'all drop down in the chat just so we can understand all the funky bunch that's going to Dominican Republic. Just so I can already tell the Tourist Bureau what we gonna be hitting for. The general consensus, what's the median price? What's the median price we should be selling it for in the Dominican Republic? Now, keep in mind, unemployment is high, hiring is down, cost of living is high. We can't knock the people off the head too much. I'm thinking $100 is a smooth number. $100 for 30 minutes worth of action. Y'all drop down in the chat and please let me know this only for the people that's going to Dominican Republic. We got to set the price. So Legro can make some flyers and let them know we coming through. Patrice Morgan said 300. DeLou M said 250. Katrina said 250. Princess said 250. Terry said 150. Takesha said 120 is cute. G said 500 to a stack. We're not going to be able to compete with the locals at that much. It's giving, so everybody is saying, okay, 250 it is. 250 is the number, bitch. You bet not take less than 175. 250 is the magic number. 250 is the magic number. And I wonder how much Gislain Maxwell was charging the girls. Nevertheless, I'm going to tell y'all something. By all means, Gislain Maxwell deserves to be in prison. Hard stop, close that book. Let's write another volume. That aside, I find it messed up, irregardless of what this lady did, that they're now denying Epstein files, won't release Epstein files, and this lady's still in jail. Like, we know she did it. We know the files exist. We know that she helped him do what he did. We know that she knows the names of the people that's involved. Quiet as it's kept, I'm not understanding why she didn't been snitched. Like, and maybe she's holding out as a last-ditch effort, thinking that maybe if she uses these names as some type of leverage, she'll eventually get out. Man, I would have been on reported them names through my attorney. I would have been on reported those names through my attorney. And quiet as it's kept, it's the same thing with the Epstein file victims. I love when the court moved, or the people moved to not reveal the names. The girls did a press conference saying, well, we'll just tell the names ourselves. Well, what y'all waiting on? Because it's giving y'all a waiting on a payday. And I'm not mad with you. If you had to let them old grown, old, hairy, oversized, white, nasty, rich men play in between your legs and in your butt, you should get paid for your pain. Everybody know, daughter, I'm always an advocate of a bitch getting paid for their pain. But at this point, it don't look like the checks rolling fast enough. So y'all need to start telling y'all story down to the Lifetime or down to the TV One, quiet as it's kept. Baby, I could scrounge up $1,000, bitch. Anybody who was part of the Epstein files, if y'all want to come on here and tell y'all story to a bunch of compassionate people who understand what it be like to have to do something strange for a small piece of change, go ahead and email me at funky.neva@funky.neva.com. I will fly you in studio, put you up in a Ritz-Carlton, and I will pay you $1,000 for your story. I ain't got Epstein money, but you're going to be able to buy you a piece of outfit from Zara, some gas, and go to Houston's and get you something to eat. Quiet as it's kept. Moving on to something else that white folks don't need to be doing. And y'all always know how I feel about this. When they say things like, Idaho woman mauled by tiger, my first response is always, why was Idaho woman by tiger? Well, this time, honey, they is around here trying to use taxpayer dollars to get these people off the top of Mount Everest, y'all. And it was about 5, 10, Miss Henry, it's about 5, 10, 15, 20 of them. That's an inside joke from when we skipped school. All of my friends who was a part of that, text me just to let me know that you saw this episode. Miss Henry, it's about 5, 10, 12, 15 of them. Nevertheless, y'all, these people stopped at the top of Mount Everest. Take a listen.
We got some breaking news to get to. Rescue efforts are now underway to get nearly 1,000 people that are trapped by a blizzard on Mount Everest. First question is, why would there be allowed to have 1,000 people on the mountain right now? But crews and those from the area are working together to remove snow that's blocking the area where those people are stuck. This is taking place near the border of China and Nepal on the eastern slope of the mountain. Some people that were trapped have already been brought down. Tourism in the area has been suspended.
I don't feel no waist tight. Let me tell you why I don't feel no waist tight. Let me tell you why I don't feel no waist tight. First of all, I don't know what Dick's Sporting Goods y'all go to or what sports authority y'all shop at, but mountain equipment is so damn expensive. They don't even sell that at regular sporting goods stores with regular people. I bring that up to bring up this, okay? Folks that's up there is bored and got too much money because it ain't working class, regular, everyday people that's going up there. Now, it might be a few scientists and researchers up there, university students, and we going to give them a little bit of grace because they up there figuring out how the hell the permafrost can't freeze and we get some damn prehistoric gonorrhea that make you itch from the inside of your vulva to the outside of your urethra. We don't want that. So we need them up there. But for the rest of y'all bitches that's just up there for shits and giggles, because you got too much money and you are bored. Child, please, honey. They ass will have to see me up there next spring. I'm gonna be very honest with you, and I want to commend firefighters, police officers, first responders, Navy SEALs, all of those people who have to do frontline rescue work. But it bothers me to no end that some people go out and make poor decisions and then put other people's lives at risk in order to save them. I just don't think it's right. I just don't think it's right. I don't. It's a blizzard going on up there. So now these people got to go get up there in a helicopter in blizzard conditions and go get y'all ass from up. Why is y'all up there? In 2025, what is y'all trying to figure out from up there that we don't already know? Like, I just don't. And I guess I should be thankful for some of these people because I am a junkie of National Geographic and I love watching all that type of stuff and learning. But ain't no need in no 1,000 of y'all being up there. See, some of y'all hoes just up there for vacation. And this is I'm like the K's, honey. This is a serious matter. Okay, bitch, it's a blizzard up there. That is a very serious matter. Let me explain something to y'all. I am so risk adverse. I refuse to even go to Lake. What's the lake? Lake Lanier. I am so risk adverse. I refuse to even go to Lake Lanier with my friends because too many. As much as y'all see me on the water, I'm a Lake Altoona type of girl. In 2025, I'm so risk adverse. If I didn't have no Boy Scout days, I'm not doing it now at 42. Y'all will not find me doing anything high up in the sky. I take all my risk on the ground. That's number one. Number two, Mother Nature is sick and tired of us. Human beings, we are the plague to Mother Nature. Mother Nature is sick and tired of us. That's why she keep unleashing disease and natural disasters against us, trying to recalibrate the world. You think I'm finna go up there and play with Mother Nature in her rawest form where I don't have a competitive advantage? Shit me. Shit me. The best I can do is go to a cabin somewhere and she got to have central air conditioning, hot tub, fireplace, bearskin rug, a fence around it to keep the animals from getting me, indoor plumbing, unlimited hot chocolate, concierge, park ranger, private chef, plush towels, and 1,000 thread count sheets. All that up there? No. I can't do it. I can't do it. And speaking of what I can't do, also, I can't mess around with y'all nasty women. So I was talking about a firefighter just now. We care about the firefighters, but not the nasty ones like this. A Florida firefighter is arrested for allegedly throwing over 100 used tampons into her ex-yard. She is now on paid leave amongst stalking charges. So Florida firefighter Gabrielle France has been arrested after allegedly hurling more than 100 used tampons into her ex-boyfriend's yard following their breakup. Authorities say surveillance footage placed near the scene, and when questioned, the 28-year-old reportedly admitted the involvement but claimed her mom and aunt helped plan the act. France, who's been an Orange County fire rescue since 2019, has been placed on leave and facing misdemeanor stalking charges. Now, Gabrielle France, I'm gonna tell you something. You got caught. Why would you snitch out your mama and your aunt? That's number one. Number two, I've been to the ladies' bathroom before, and I ain't a transgender. I've been in a women's public bathroom before, and I've experienced, one dirty tampon, a couple dirty tampons in the garbage. I've experienced that on a very small scale. You got to be one special type of nasty to corral, bundle up, package, repurpose, gather, or collect that many dirty tampons. Um, the smell alone, and how you get your mama and your aunt to help you participate in this. Now, ladies, I'm a man, and so I don't. Just on average, just so I can get a frame of reference, can y'all put in the chat how many tampons on average that a woman would go through in a month? Because I'm trying to figure out how long you had to collect tampons to get up to 100. How many tampons, ladies, do you use in 1 month? I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see if my basic understanding of elementary arithmetic is going to lead me to several months of menstruation. How many tampons on average would the average woman use during 1 month? Okay, so somebody said 20. Brittany M said max 20. Armani A said 21. Domino Mother said 15 to 20. TK said 10 to 15. All right. So let's just say 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 5 months of tampons. That's if they yours. Now, a girl that age, they say the mama and the aunt helped. First of all, you a special type of nasty if you go corral 2 other women to bring used tampons for y'all to all put them in a basket and throw it. Ugh, good God, let me just move on because I'm about to throw up all in the back of my throat. You is nasty. Monique Burgess say 35. I change after every time I use the restroom. Ooh, this is just nasty. Nevertheless, y'all, speaking of something else that's gross, the LGBTQ community, this one is on us because we about to take a huge L right now. So there's this bus driver that go around wearing a wig. They call Miss Sharon, and she was going around touching the little boys. Let me let y'all hear the story, and then we're going to talk about it.
Lee Twain Tate, also known as Miss Sharon, in court Wednesday, charged with 2 counts of statutory rape, 6 counts of indecent liberties with a minor, and 1 count of statutory sex offense. Police say there are at least 4 victims, boys between the ages of 14 and 15. After weeks-long investigation, Tate was arrested Tuesday.
My wife told me I was in the house, that she told me that there were cops outside. A lot of undercover cops.
Investigators say several of the boys stayed with Tate and performed sexual acts on Tate at the home. Folks who live in the area say the entire ordeal is unsettling.
14, 15-year-olds can be so impressionable at that age. And, to think that somebody would take advantage of, kids in that age range, that's just very alarming.
Mary Catherine Elkins with Pat's Place Child Advocacy Center says they work with CMPD on investigations like this.
We provide a forensic interview, which is a developmentally appropriate conversation with children to get information from them that's admissible in court.
Elkins says it is important for parents to have regular conversations with their kids about safety and appropriate relationships with adults.
Even with teenagers, they need
Miss Sharon don't took her ass down there and fucked up the thing. Miss Sharon. Let me put
Lee Twain Tate, also known as Miss Sharon.
Miss Sharon. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm mad about this, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm mad about it. I'm mad about this as a gay man because this is the exact story who people who are homophobic or who people who are anti-LGBTQ, this is the boogeyman in the alley that they use as a scare tactic to try to scare all people about gay people. This is the story that is used as to why trans women should not share bathrooms with real women. And this is not a trans person. I don't believe this person identifies as a trans. I believe this is a boy that likes to wear wigs. And yes, there are bad people across every demographic, but it's kind of like, as a community, we fight so hard to be accepted and to be mainstream and to be integrated in all spaces. And then you come along with your wig and you do something like this that becomes a reflection of all of the people who are trying to make positive strides and just be left alone. And especially in communities where people have very limited experience dealing with non-binary people or just people who are other, people who are eccentric. Now you have cast pedophile energy across people who are just walking up and down the street minding their business. You have now helped support the fact that LGBT people or trans people or people who are other should not be allowed to be around children. You've made a very easy case. You've made it a very easy case. You know what I'm saying? For the girls that are transitioning, the girls that still kind of look like a man, but they're going through their hormones and they're going through their transition. When people think about it, they're going to think about a sick motherfucker like you that was touching kids. No, we don't want you nowhere around. It's unfortunate because, again, our community is so small and getting rights are so new that, yes, one bad apple can spoil it for the bunch. Now, here's the other thing what I'm not understanding. And don't get me wrong, as progressive as I am, why y'all let that lady come to work like that? Miss Sharon wouldn't allowed to have Miss Sharon would not have been allowed to be Miss Sharon down to their job. Miss Sharon would have had to been Larry. While she was down to this job, her name was Mr. Larry. Baby Sharon, and why y'all bullshitting?
Lee Twain Tate, also known as
on.
Miss Sharon, in court.
Drop down in the chat. Drop down. I want to see how many of y'all will really tell the truth. Drop down in the chat and put me if you look like Miss Sharon. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, Miss Sharon do look like that ghetto cafeteria lady at the elementary school. Miss Sharon do look like that ghetto cafeteria lady down at the school that be scooping your mashed potatoes real hard and slamming it on her plate. And I was about to say, quiet as it's kept, because I ain't gonna lie to you. Miss Sharon looked like she don't play about being late on her bus route. And Miss Sharon looked like them kids act right on her bus because she ain't damn having it. She don't like that cussing, she don't like that fighting, and she don't like you holding up her bus. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now that I think about it, had I had a Miss Sharon coming and picking up my kids, you probably feel a little safe with somebody that look like they don't take no shit. Miss Sharon looked like she don't play the radio with them damn kids, and the whole while she was playing in between their legs and in their butt. So these days and time, you cannot even trust the mean, fat, black auntie caricature. It used to be a time where if you left your kids with somebody, auntie, that looked like this, you knew they was going to be fed good, they was going to be clean, and they wasn't going to be in no bullshit because Sharon was going to make their ass sit down and watch In the Heat of the Night or watch Young and the Restless while she smoked cigarettes and have conversations on the phone that's too grown for these kids to hear, but they was gonna be safe. Sitting in her hot ass living room with a box fan going, they was gonna be fed, they was gonna be clean, and they was gonna be safe. But now you can't even trust a bitch that look like Miss Sharon. Y'all know Miss Sharon watch kids in the apartments. Everybody who grew up in the ghetto apartments know a Miss Sharon that watch kids and fry chicken and fries and sell it from out her front door. We all know a Miss Sharon. And speaking of somebody that we don't need to know no more, or that we are over knowing, Porsha says she playing with men and women. Now take a listen.
So the people who I'm talking to now, it's just two. I've narrowed it down to two. Okay. And he is nice and she is nice. But I really just wanted to make.
Am I the only person that just, when it comes to Porsha, her dating life, I'm just not interested. And let me preface by saying a lot of the reasons why I don't even bother these shows no more is because officially I'm too close. I'm too close to it. I know the girls too intimately. I'm bored. But as a viewer, bored. I'm bored. It felt like me knowing these girls the way I know these girls, it was giving very much, I gotta go on the stage and I gotta turn it. And the new season coming up, so I gotta give a sound bite to make the blog. I gotta give the girls a sound bite or whatever. It just felt so planned, rehearsed, forced, and it's like, and this is no shade to Porsha, because they have a great job that pays them a lot of money, and I'm never gonna be mad with anybody for doing what they feel necessary to keep that easy job in the grand scheme of life. And I'm not mad with these girls for fighting for their lives and trying to create storylines. But as a viewer, and I'm here to represent the opinions and the thoughts of the viewers, there really is just no more juice to squeeze from any of these lemons. There's just nothing. We have gotten everything there is to get out of a lot of these girls already. Like, we don't care. We have seen so much of Porsha's dating life that honestly and truthfully, none of us would be surprised if she was dating a frying pan, nor would any of us care. We've seen her with athlete men. We've seen her with working men. We've seen her with entrepreneurial men. We've seen her with African men that was born in a hut. We've seen her with somebody else man. We've seen her with yo man. We've seen her with all the men. We've seen her with hydro man. We not surprised she with a woman. Anything that got man involved with it, Porsha's already been there, done it, fucked around. And after all that, this is what we found, that we just don't care. Give us something interesting, like Porsha goes to college. Tell us Porsha is a freshman at Clark Atlanta University, bitch. Then we'll tune in. Then we'll be interested, y'all. And if y'all really want to raise the ratings, tell us that she's majoring in African American studies. Then we be glued to the damn screen, especially when y'all put the cameras on her when it's time to take a quiz or a test. If y'all want us to laugh, give us that. But Porsha going around dating, we don't care. I don't think we care about any of them anymore because multiple reasons. We've seen so much play out on the show, and then so much plays out on social media prior to the show that it just leaves us nothing to want to give us some new girls. I'm not gonna lie, K Michelle was a weird pick, but I'm not going to lie to you. I think that a lot of us are going to tune in, number one, to see how she interacts with the other girls, and number two, to see how she is as a wife. K Michelle married who I would consider a regular guy. He's not in entertainment. He is a doctor or whatever. We don't know that side of her. We know K Michelle that cuss people out, so on and so forth, but we don't know the domestic side of her. That gives us something new. We just need something new and different, and give us something different, guys. But yeah, we ain't really doing that. Speaking of something different, baby, Lira galore went down to the airport and got her ass whooped. I have told y'all this before. My biggest fear is somebody whooping my ass in front of Capacity and then putting it on World Star Hip Hop. Lira, you was on the ground. This is the prime definition of what it looked like when you fight a bitch down to the ground. This girl, I don't know what happened. I don't know the backstory. I don't know if maybe you was whooping her ass in the beginning, but you down on the ground, and this looks bad. This looks very bad. And then y'all are huge names. And I'm going to tell you something. You would be better off fighting in front of the police station than fighting in the airport. You would be better fighting down to the PTA meeting than fighting in the airport. You would be better fighting in the emergency room than fighting in the airport. You would be better off fighting at a kindergarten graduation than fighting in the airport. You would be better fighting in the middle of some woman's labor and delivery than fighting down to the airport. You don't want to fight at the airport, on the plane, at the bar by the airport, in the parking lot by the airport, on the road leading to the airport, on the road with a FedEx truck come get cargo packages. You don't want to do any type of Negroidian behaviors down to the airport and end up on the no-fly list, especially considering how you ladies make your money. You're influencers and public people. Y'all have to travel and get around. Y'all are on all the blogs. Y'all don't think them people, supervisors and TSA people, not gonna tell it to their supervisors, and their supervisors are not gonna try to earn those stripes by saying, I put those pseudo celebrities or those social media people on the no-fly list. And quiet as it's kept, I don't even know who the other young lady is. I don't even know the backstory, but I can already tell you they fighting over some dumb shit. Probably got something to do with some no good ass nigga, and it probably got something to do with something that was said on social media. The typical. And then Lira, you was on the ground. And last but not least, y'all, we gonna get out of here because I gotta go eat. Oh, damn, the story's not up there. Well, the story was about, I can put it up here. Hold on. I can put it up here. See, that's the beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing about me having this big old monitor in front of me. Is this it? Bam, there you go. I thought I had did it. The CEO of Red Lobster, he said that this will be the greatest comeback in restaurant industry history. I definitely hope so, because we all grew up on Red Lobster. I don't care what nobody say. He was watching Funky Dineva live and not took my idea. He didn't take it because I gave it to him and I wanted y'all to have it. when I said Red Lobster needed to be doing crab boils because y'all already had the infrastructure. Red Lobster sat their ass down and let them Asian people come put a crab boil place on every single corner. Let those people have to find a property, lease a building, do a build out, and get all the permits when they already had the infrastructure to launch crab boils. That was mistake number one. When y'all finally did launch the crab boils, y'all were behind the 8 ball, and then you had the nerve to do them with no season. Everybody went back and was complaining about the season. But I see y'all saying, I sure did, you sure did. I had been told Red Lobster. It only made sense. Now that is going Red Lobster, I am here to tell you the already emerging trend, the already thing that everybody is on right now with the seafood is the oysters. And y'all already a day late and $1 short on that. But black people new thing is oysters. Oysters are popping up, oyster places. Everybody is doing the stuffed oysters, the oysters with the crab meat, the different flavor oysters. Red Lobster, y'all already have the infrastructure. Y'all need to be launching y'all oysters. The Mika's Tree discount code Morky Mom is Funky 2020. Funky 2020 is the code. They already doing oysters. Y'all drop down in the chat right now and let us know what else y'all think Red Lobster could be doing in order to get ahead of the game. Oysters is one. Crab boils is another. And if y'all fuck around, I ain't gonna lie to you. If y'all mess around, Red Lobster, I'm gonna give y'all this one for free. Red Lobster, if y'all get them hoes a seafood hibachi, cause y'all know people of the Negroidian persuasion love them old nasty Benihana. If y'all give them a seafood hibachi, Red Lobster, don't say I ain't never gave y'all nothing. If y'all do a seafood hibachi, oysters, crab boils, and go ahead and throw lamb chops on the menu, y'all will be in there. Y'all will be in there. Somebody says seafood egg rolls. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot that they could be doing. But I will say this. Oh, they said seafood towers. Yes, God. Seafood towers. Seafood towers. If y'all do the big fried fish with the head on, the big snapper, like, come on. Y'all are the damn seafood place. Get it together. Get it together. Nevertheless, y'all, a fried food basket. It's a whole lot of stuff they can do. I definitely hope Red Lobster can be returned to its original glory. Y'all need to change that damn decor while y'all in there as well. Give us some patios and some brunches. And it wouldn't hurt y'all to throw no lamb chops on that MF for two. Nevertheless, y'all, I'm finna get up off this thing and get me something to eat, y'all. Monday was a little slow. I hope I was able to entertain y'all while y'all hung in there with your boy as I power through these unresolved feelings that I got due to Mother Nature. Nevertheless, I'm finna eat and be merry, and I'll call y'all hoes tomorrow. Bye.